2 on, nobody out now
batting
for
number
UAPB.
42, Aaron Grant.
Little flare of a single into shallow right. Rodriguez was playing too deep and Poyeto couldn't back up and get it. And UAPB threatening once again here. 2 on, nobody out in the 5th. Wildcats up 9-3. Breaking ball, low and in, ball 1. This is Aaron Grant, 0 for 2, 2 pop-ups. 1 to short, 1 to shallow right. But Grant made a terrific play at second base as he fouls one back, 1-1. Diving catch to keep a potential 2 RBI single or double by Darrell Lee out of the outfield. Dove to his glove side. Made a nice catch right above the turf. Strike 2 on Grant. Grant, what a freshman year he's had, batting .356. Off the end of the bat, flared to right field. Rodriguez tracking over his head, makes the catch. That'll advance Weston Gingrich to third.
Now batting number 31, Lizardo Alvarado.
Runners on the corners, 1 out. Here's Lizardo Alvarado. Wildcats are looking for a double play here. Would be their second inning-ending double play of the game after getting one in the 2nd. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Alvarado, the big left-handed hitting first baseman. Breaking ball just upstairs and in. But Aaron Grant, man, a team-high 41 RBI. What a freshman year he's had. Fastball upstairs on Alvarado. Grant came into the day 6th in the SWAC in RBI. 2-0. Alvarado watches it low, 3-0. From where we are, I cannot see the Wildcat bullpen, but I would imagine there is action going as that one's a strike at the knees. Alvarado lets it go. Runners on the corners. 6-run lead for the Cats, 9-3. Sanchez trying to keep it that way. Alvarado fouls it straight back, way out of play. Almost landed on the other field in the complex behind us. 3-2. Ton of full counts against Sanchez today. And he yanked it, and he walks another one. Bases loaded, 1 out. His 6th walk.
Now batting number 24, Blake Coleman.
Which is his most on the season, and here is the damage dealer, Blake Coleman. Coleman, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 3 RBI. He's knocked everybody in for the Lions, and he has come up with guys on base every single time. Here comes Coach Joel Sanchez to slow things down. And you would have loved for first base to be empty here so you could potentially put Coleman on base. But that was not to be after the 6th walk of the day for Sanchez. As I said, his most on the season in an appearance. Only 2 strikeouts for the normally almost unhittable Wildcat ace. This 6-run lead the Wildcats have could evaporate real quick if Coleman gets a hold of another baseball. Coleman's going to face Sanchez for the 3rd time, as Edwin's going to stay in there. You feel that Sanchez on thin ice. 86 pitches through 4 1/3. First pitch, Coleman looking to drive one, bounces straight back. Oh, 1. Off the inside of the bat, fouled away first base side over the dugout and onto the auxiliary field. And it's 0-2. I'd like to see Edwin try and get a swing and miss here with some junk down in the dirt or something away. Don't give Coleman anything he can drive. Well, that is junk, but it's going to score a run. That one is a bad miss, slips out of Edwin Sanchez's hand, goes way to the backstop. Weston Gingrich comes in to score, and it is 9-4. Second wild pitch thrown by Sanchez today. Now second and third with only 1 out. 1-2. Breaking ball, ground ball right to Poyetto. He'll throw to first. They'll give up another run. Wider comes in to score. Alvarado goes to third. 2 away in the inning as Coleman is out, but he gets a 4th RBI.
Now batting number 28, Nick Hockemeyer.
And the wild pitch looms large there because that's a tailor-made double play ball right at Poyetto. Now runner on third, 2 down. Here is Hockenmeyer. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. Hockenmeyer 0 for 1. A walk and a line out to center field to end the 3rd inning. That one, a breaking ball, dove down into the dirt, 1-1. Edwin Sanchez trying to make this the last batter he faces today and keep the Wildcats in the lead by 4. But that one well downstairs again. And again, a lot of his pitches that have missed the zone have been way uncompetitive. Not a ton of swing and miss stuff from today for Sanchez. That time a strike at the knees, 2-2. Sanchez has allowed runs in each of his last 4 starts. He's allowed more runs every time. In the dirt, 3-2 now. I think this will be the last pitch or last batter that Sanchez faces either way. Either he gets out of the inning, or if Hockenmeyer gets done, I think the Wildcats will turn to the bullpen. The 3-2. Foul ball. This will be the 2nd straight game where Sanchez has given up 3+ runs. High chopper, first base side. Is that going to stay fair? No, it hits the inside edge of the grass and pops foul. "96 pitches for Edwin Sanchez. 52 for strikes. On a tough day for Edwin Kenny. Close it out. It's a hot day out here. The sun beating down. The feels like temperature is triple digits. Nick Hockenmeyer stands in. We'll look at another full count delivery. Fouled away again. I got the sinking feeling, even after the Wildcats scored those 6 runs in the 3rd, that 9 might not be enough to win this game without the Golden Lions can hit the baseball. 3-2, once again. High chopper towards short. Almonte on a hop, almost lost the ball out of his hands, and safe at first is Hockenmeyer. Alvarado comes in And it is 9-6, a 3-run game.
Now batting number 8, Connor Gidley.
Error charge to Eric Almonte as that ball popped out of his hand on the transfer. Couldn't get it cleanly. And Sanchez now will throw pitch 100, which is a slider outside to Connor Gidley. Gidley 0 for 1 with a walk. Of course, that run unearned. But now giving up 6 runs is the most that Edwin Sanchez has given up in a start this season, eclipsing the 5 he gave up on 8 hits to FGCU in the last series of non-conference play. That was a game the Wildcats lost 13-5. Bunted third base side. That's a beauty. No play on it. The grass just ate that up. Hockemeyer to second, Gidley on with a bunt single. And the inning continues, but Edwin Sanchez will not. Rough start for Sanchez. He gets bounced around. 102 pitches, 6 runs, 6 hits, 5 earned, walks 6. His most in an appearance this season. Only 2 strikeouts, one of his fewest numbers of the season. The Wildcats have seen their 9-3 lead trimmed to 9-6, 3 in the inning for the Golden Lions. And Zion Hamilton will be the 8th UAPB batter to the plate in the inning, and he'll face the new pitcher. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman Baseball on the CatEye Radio Network and Swag TV. The new pitcher for Bethune-Cookman is Giancarlo Zambrano, the senior from Caracas, Venezuela. The hero of the LSU win. He will make his 8th appearance of the season. He's got no record, 1 save, 10 innings pitched for Zambrano.
Now batting number 22, Zion Hamilton.
His ERA is .450, JC Zambrano. He's allowed 7 runs on 10 hits, 5 earned, striking out 14 and walking 7. He's allowed 2 doubles, no other extra base hits. An opponent batting average against of .250. 12-6 curve, almost hit Zion Hamilton. He was 0 for 1, bunt fielder's choice back in the second, then was thrown out on a terrific play by Poyeto, one of the defensive plays of the season over at second base. In the air, right field, Michael Rodriguez coming on. He won't get there. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it gets to the backstop. Scoring from second is Hockemeyer. Everybody moves up a base. And it is 9-7, a 2-run game. RBI single for Hamilton. Gidley goes from first to third, Hamilton to second on the advance. Here's the 9th batter of the inning. Vinny Sawmell, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout and grounded into a double play. Wildcats play the shift on the push side, so lots of room over there at first. He hits it to Boyeto, who's playing in the grass. That'll be it. But wow. 4 runs. Just 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. Wildcats have seen their 9-3 lead trimmed to 9-7 on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Get it. Christopher Watson.
Wildcats need a bounce back as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs in the top of the inning for UAPB. They sent 9 to the plate. The Wildcat lead has been trimmed to 2. It's 9-7. This is exactly what I thought we were going to get from this series. A lot of runs, a lot of runners on base. Both teams with struggling pitching staffs over the last couple of weeks and hot offenses. Watson an 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a sac bunt. Check swing. No swing, says the first base umpire. Down and away, 2-0. 84 pitches now for Reagan James. He's given up 6 runs on 5 hits, all earned, striking out 3, walking 2. That one right down Broadway, 2-1 on Watson. Just 7 pitches now from Reagan James, tying his season high of 92 pitches. Ground ball to short, straight at Gidley. 1 out. Chris Watson now 0 for 3. Here's Sergio Rivera, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a run scored.
Now batting number 19, Sergio Rivera.
Rivera flew out to left his first time out on a really nice play in foul territory by Hockenmeyer, the left fielder. Serge starting his 2nd game in a row back in the lineup, or 2nd out of 3 back in the lineup after starting Sunday against FAMU. He puts one in the air to left field. That's home run distance, but way foul. As for the first time today, the wind really picks up here out at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. It's been really quiet, but now blowing strong right to left as it just whipped into life. Squares to bunt, does Rivera, takes it for a ball low. We've got throwing going on once again in the UAPB bullpen. As at 88 pitches now, you'd think that James's appearance is going to come to an end shortly. Rivera in the air, left center field, well hit. That is going to leave the yard. Power surge, Sergio Rivera. Adios, amigos, for his third home run of the year. A solo shot in this fifth, and the Wildcats push the lead back to 3. It's 10-7. I anticipated 10 home runs this series combined between the two teams.
Now batting number 1,
With the wind now blowing out towards left, that one helped get it over the wall. Now D. Lee, who's 1 for 3. Squares to bunt, drops at third base side. That one's gonna stay fair. The bare hand throw is late. And just like Connor Gidley did in the top of the inning, Darrell Lee reaches with a beautiful bunt.
Now batting number 36, Andre Martinez.
The grass along the edges of the infield is very long, and if you can get that ball to just settle right there on a bunt, it's just gonna stay there and not roll foul and not roll too far towards the third baseman. So I think we'll see a lot more of those bunt singles this weekend. D. Lee dives back in, check over to first. Andre Martinez, 0 for 1 with a walk, a run scored, and 2 RBI. Had a 2 RBI single on a bouncer up the middle back in the third. That scored the 5th and 6th runs of the frame. Gito Poyeto and Sergio Rivera at the time. James steps off, now throws back over to first. Little deceptive move there by Reagan James. He never touched the rubber, so he could just step and throw over there without worrying about a balk. Trying to keep Darrell Lee off balance. Lee does have 10 steals on the season. Third straight throw over there. The ball rolls away. It bounces out of the glove of Alvarado, and Lee will take second. Error charged over at first to Alvarado. That's the problem when you keep going to the well over on those checks at first. You're not going to throw a perfect ball there every time, or the first baseman's going to miss it like Alvarado did just there. Now Lee in scoring position, 1 out. Finally, the first pitch to Martinez is a strike on the outside corner. Pitch number 91 for James. This next pitch will match his season high. Ground ball between the legs of James, and that's bobbled by Gant behind the second base bag, and everybody's safe. Some infield chaos on the hard hit ball by Andre. Darrell Lee advances to third.
Now batting number 5, Michael Rodriguez.
Reagan James doing a dancing act in front of the mound to not get his knee taken off. That one right between his legs on Reagan James's follow through. And they'll give another error on the play, that one to Grant. So 2 errors and a single. Wildcats runners on the corners. Here's Mikey Rodriguez. First pitch, swing line drive, left field base hit. Rodriguez has an RBI as in comes Darrell Lee. Andre Martinez is going to try and get to third. The relay throw is not in time and hits him in the back. Andre Martinez, writhing in pain, rolls off the bag. Wider tried to tag him, but the play was already been blown dead by the third base umpire. Hit Andre Martinez right in the lower back, right by where the kidney is, as he was sliding in towards third base. And that was a hard throw on the cutoff by Gidley. So Lee scores. Martinez hustles from first to third. Mikey Rodriguez has his second hit of the day. He's now 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored.
Michael Lucena.
Nice piece of hitting by Rodriguez. Turned on it, knocked it the other way. Now with 1 out, runners on the corners, it's Michael Lucena. As the offenses continue to pound the baseball, it's 11-7. Throw back to first. Mikey Rodriguez there. Dangerous throw because if Alvarado misses another ball, Andre Martinez is going to trot in from third. Michael Lucena 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch. That one, a breaking ball in the dirt. Rodriguez going to go down to second. The throw got him. A late jump by Mikey Rodriguez, and he's going to be picked off at second. And now that gives a chance to get out of a really tough jam to the UAPB defense and Reagan James. 2 away in the inning now. Andre Martinez on third. 2 already in on the home run, the 2 errors, and the 2 singles. Inside, almost hit Lucena. Michael Lucena was hit by a pitch in the first, singled on the infield and scored in the third, then grounded out right back to the pitcher in the fourth. Wildcats have restored a 4-run lead. But you got to think no matter how many runs the Wildcats get, the Golden Lions will respond right back. It's been that kind of game. Lucena line drive base hit. He sat on that breaking ball and crushed it. Letter high inside corner. Nice piece of exit velo hitting for Lucena. Martinez comes in. 12-7 Bethune-Cookman.
Now batting number 29, Eric Almonte.
96 pitches for James. No move from Coach Stout in the UAPB dugout. Here is Eric Almonte. 0 for 1, a strikeout looking in 2 walks. He's also scored a run and picked up an RBI and a bases loaded walk back in the first. First pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball from Reagan James, pitch number 97. James has now allowed 9 runs on 9 hits, 8 earned, striking out 3, walking 2. Go back to first. Sliding in there is Lucena. James came in with a 7.31 ERA, and it's not going to help his cause with the hurting that the Wildcats have put on him. 3 in the first, 6 in the third, now 3 and counting in the 5th. Outside, 1-1 on Almonte. This is one of those games where you'll never feel safe, and you kind of feel glad you're the home team so you can bat last, because that might be what it takes. Almonte watches a bouncer to the plate. Time called by the catcher, Sawmell. He's going to walk out to talk to Reagan James. I know that Coach Stout would love for James to be able to finish out this inning. Emerson Lot, the senior from Richland Hills, Texas, is throwing in the UAPB bullpen. Lot, one of the top arms on the staff, at 3.71 ERA. 2 balls, 1 strike on Almonte. As Reagan James now probably reaches the end of his innings. Home plate umpire cleans the plate. 3 runs, 3 hits, By 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Currently in the inning for the Wildcats. Wildcats have pounded out 10 hits in the ballgame, 9 of them against Reagan James. The 2-1. Almonte watches another curveball low, 3-1. Almonte stands back in. I can't imagine he's going to have the green light here on 3-1 with 2 outs. Pitch is low ball 4. Almonte has walked for the 3rd time today. And Jose Fernandez is going to bat.
Now batting number 44, Jose Fernandez.
Fernandez struck out in the 1st, reached on a single RBI style in the 3rd, then reached on an error by the 3rd baseman Weeder in the 4th. And that will probably be the end for Reagan James. A season-high 101 pitches in 4 2/3 innings for James. We'll meet the new pitcher for Arkansas Pine Bluff in 30 seconds when we come back here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. Emerson Lot is the new pitcher for UAPB, his 2nd year in the Golden Lions program. He is their top bullpen arm. A 6'2" righty from Richland Hills, Texas. On the year, he's 1-0, 15 appearances, no starts, 17 innings pitched with a .371 ERA. He's given up 10 runs on 20 hits, just 7 earned runs in 17 innings. Striking out 10 and walking 11. He's allowed 3 doubles, no triples, 2 homers with a batting average against of .303. He's lowered his ERA, pretty much cut it in half from a season ago, where it was .692 in 29 appearances, 40 innings pitched for him. He pitched twice against Southern. Once on Friday, once on Saturday, the 2 losses. Overall, in those 2 innings, he gave up nothing on 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks, just 1 hit batter. Only threw 22 pitches and dropped his ERA from .430 all the way down to .371. So he is running hot. Had a really good weekend against the Jaguars, even though the team dropped all 3 contests in Baton Rouge. Wildcats look to keep hitting the ball hard. 3 runs already in the inning. They've pushed their lead to 12-7. But have not yet 100% counted the 4 runs that UAPB put up in the top of the inning. And the first man to face the new pitcher is Jose Fernandez, the reigning SWAC hitter of the week. Righty to righty, the tall 6'2" Emerson Lot. First pitch, yanked it outside and low ball 1 to Fernandez. The Wildcats have 5 walks today. Jose Fernandez has not taken one. He doesn't really take walks, Jose Fernandez. Just 4 walks in 121 at-bats. And he pops that one up right-hand side of the infield. Alvarado fighting the wind. He's going to lay it off for Grant. And that's the end of the inning as Emerson Lot deals with the threat. But 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left. And the Wildcats push their lead at 12-7. Can they hold it, though? That's the answer. We'll find out next on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Golden Lions, number 9, Weston Gingrich.
Offense aplenty here in Ormond Beach at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. First of a 3-game set and first of a doubleheader between the Wildcats and the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. 7 runs combined in the 6th inning, or in the 5th inning, excuse me. Now we go to the 6th. Weston Gingrich, top of the order, leads off for UAPB. The Lions sent 9 to the plate and chased the starter, Edwin Sanchez. J.C. Zambrano gets squeezed up high. That time in the zone, off the leaping glove of Poyeto and into right field. Hard hit ball by Gingrich. He's now got 2 hits today, a single and a double. And he's been on base 2 out of 3 times.
Number 7, Zach Weeder.
Scored 2 runs. As I said in the previous inning, something tells me 12 runs not going to be enough today. You might have the privilege of batting last. First pitch to Weeder. Lefty watches it, low ball 1. Weeder 1 for 2, single, a walk, a strikeout, 2 runs scored. Another line drive into shallow right field. That one just cleared Poyeto's head. 2 straight. 2 on, nobody out again, just like the last inning.
Now batting number 42, Aaron Grant.
And here's Aaron Grant, who's 0 for 3, 2 pop-ups and a fly out to right. Grant, known for his defense today, had a terrific defensive stop at second. 2 on, nobody out. J.C. Zambrano not missing a ton of bats right now. That one, a foul ball right on top of the plate. No matter how or when this finishes, we'll re-rack it again in about 30 to 45 minutes later and go for game 2 on this doubleheader as we look to avoid some weather that's going to roll in tomorrow night into Sunday. Part of a big weather system across the southeast that's already canceled a couple of SWAC games today. Foul tip, straight back. 0-2 now on Grant. J.C. Zambrano trying to recapture the form he had at LSU. He got the win, the save in that game. 3 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, struck out 3. That one off the mask of Lucena. The throw to third, not in time.
Here we go, Mike.
Only Gingrich advanced to third. So runners on the corners, still nobody out. One ball, 2 strikes, the count on Aaron Grant. Breaking ball, strike 3, beautiful. Curve ball inside corner, 12-6. First strikeout for Zambrano, only the 3rd strikeout for Wildcat pitching.
Now batting number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
As it was a tough start for Edwin Sanchez. 4 2/3, 102 pitches, 7 runs, 6 hits, 5 earned, 6 walks, his most in an appearance this season, and 2 Ks. Now here's the first baseman, Alvarado. First pitch, trying for the pitch out to try and catch catch a base stealer. Alvarado, 1 for 1, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, a single to left. In the dirt, 2-0. And what really stopped Edwin Sanchez from having a good day was his struggles with finding the strike zone early in counts. He'd get behind and he'd either have to walk guys or give up easy stuff in the zone late in counts. 2-0. Way outside, 3-0. JC Zambrano's nickname is Yankee. You hear that from the dugout, don't be surprised. But he's behind 3-0 on Alvarado. That one right down the middle. 3-1. One out, Gingrich on third, Weeder on second after back-to-back singles to begin the inning. As the Wildcats hanging on to a 12-7 lead in an offensive showcase. High chopper towards second. Poyeto flips it to second for one. The throw to first is in time. And the second inning-ending double play turned by the Wildcats today. Poyeto, the incredible pick. Almonte throws off balance from second. And the Wildcats get out of the jam. Nothing on 2 hits and 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 12-7 Wildcats here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
For the Wildcats, number 2, Jeter Poyeto.
Well, the Wildcats infield defense comes up clutch again, turning a get-out-of-a-jam double play. In the top of the 6th, we now go bottom inning. Here is Jeter Poyeto. The Wildcats try to extend their 12-7 lead against one of the best arms UAPB has in Emerson Lot. Little jammer. First base sign out of play from Jeter Poyeto. Nothing on 2 hits for the UAPB in the top of the inning. Stranded 1. A 1 to Jeter. Breaking ball low. 1-1. Poyeto today. RBI single in the 3rd. RBI sac fly in the 1st. And then flew out to left in the 4th. So he is 1 for 3 with 3 RBI. Off the end of the bat, dribbler towards the shortstop. Off the wrist of Gidley. And Poyeto's going to be safe. Another infield error for UAPB.
Now batting number 7, Christopher Watson.
That's 4 errors on the day for UAPB. 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, now 1 in the 6th. Chris Watson would love a get-right AB here. He's 0 for 3, 3 groundouts, one of them a sac bunt. He might do it again with 1 on nobody out. That's a breaking ball low for Emerson Lot. Long hold from Lot, looks down, comes set, deals in the dirt. Ball gets away from the catcher. Going down to second, Poyeto. He's not the fastest guy in the world. The ball beats him there, but it wasn't a clean pick by Grant. And Jeter Poyeto's going to get in there safely. He kind of left that late and trundled on down to second base. Count is now 2 balls, no strikes on Chris Watson. Emerson Lot last summer played for Johnstown in collegiate summer ball in the 2025 Prospect League. His 2-0 to Watson is down low. Three balls, no strikes on Chris Watson. Went 1-2, 17 appearances, all out of the bullpen for Johnstown. 1 save for Lot at a .315 ERA. That one at the knees, strike 3 and 1 on Chris Watson. Now he's going to have to get in and join the AB. Warm, a little overcast and windy up in the high 80s here in Central Florida this afternoon. The 3-1, spin a throw back to second. They had Poyeto in no man's land, but the ball gets into center field. The throw comes into third. Poyeto is safe. UAPB throwing the ball all over the place as Poyeto advances. So he reached on a fielding error, advanced to second on a wild pitch, then throwing error to get to third. Crazy sequence to get Poyeto to third with nobody out. Watson stands and looks at the 3-1. Pop up, right field. That should get the run in. Hamilton will stand under it, make the catch. Here comes Poyeto. The throw in is going to be cut off. Jeter scores standing up. Chris Watson does the job. Gets an RBI for his troubles. And the Wildcats lead 13-7.
Now batting number 19, Sergio Rivera.
Sergio Rivera, 1 for 2, a hit by pitch, a run scored, and a home run over the left center field wall back in the fifth inning. Also got robbed by a nice defensive play in foul territory by Hockenmeyer, the left fielder. First pitch to him by Lot. Swinging a pop-up. Shallow outfield, left-hand side. Gidley, the shortstop, going out. Coming in is Hockenmeyer. He makes the catch. So Hockenmeyer is Sergio Rivera's nemesis today. Both times he's got out. It's been to left field. And back to the top of the order with 2 outs. Here's Darrell Lee. Lee, 2 for 4. 2 runs scored. A hard hit single to right in the first and a bunt single down the third base line in the 5th. And the third baseman, Weeder, is on the infield grass to potentially cut off another bunt attempt by D. Lee. Wildcats scratch a run across here. 13-7. A high-scoring game, game 1 of our doubleheader. That one flutters in the outside opposite batter's box, 2-0 on Lee. Darrell now in his 2nd season with the Wildcats. The community college system in Alabama. Line drive, that's right to Alvarado, the first baseman. He underhands to the covering Lot, and that's the end of the inning. 1 run, no hits, 2 errors, and no one left on. We go to the 7th. Wildcats extend their lead 13-7 here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
leading off for the Golden Lions, number 24, Blake Coleman.
Blake Coleman will lead off for UAPB here in the 7th. 6-run lead for the Wildcats, 13-7 right now. Game 1 of our doubleheader. They scratch another one across in the bottom of the 6th. Blake Coleman's been a nuisance today. 2 doubles. That one bounced to the plate, skips to the backstop. Coleman, 2 doubles, 3 RBI, 4 RBI. 2 doubles and a sacrifice ground ball. 4 RBI for Coleman. He's come up with runners on every time. This is the first time he's come up with the bases empty. That's a better pitch from Yankees Zambrano. 1-1. Wildcats need to continue to try and force weak contact ground balls. Zambrano over-rotates, another one in the dirt. Zambrano's done a better job than Edwin Sanchez did today of attacking the zone, but 2 wild ones in the first 3 pitches to Coleman. Of course, you can't really blame him for being nervous. Blake Coleman has done the damage today for UAPB. He's got RBIs for 4 of their 7 runs. Hasn't scored, though, the junior from Austin, Texas. After a timeout, Zambrano deals quickly, and he gets a foul ball out into the batting cages down the first base side. Blake Coleman now in his 2nd year with UAPB. Swing and a miss. 12-6 curve ended up hitting the top of the plate, and Coleman couldn't handle it. Nice pitch by Zambrano, his 2nd strikeout after getting Aaron Grant in the 6th. A nice glow up for Coleman this year. Last year, only 41 at-bats, 22 appearances, 8 starts, batted .195. This year's up at .314 with 37 RBI, but none to be had right there. First pitch, low to Nick Hockenmeyer. Hockenmeyer 0 for 1, a walk and reached on an error and scored in the 5th. That was the error by Almonte. It should have been the end of the inning. Slider low 2-0. Should have been the end of the inning, but Almonte muffed the transition, and by the time he threw to first, Hockenmeyer was there. He scored the 4th of the 4 runs in the 5th for UAPB. That was the last time the Lions got on the board in the game. Since then, the Wildcats have responded with 4 over the last 2 innings. Zambrano's behind 3-0. Zambrano hasn't walked anybody yet, but Edwin Sanchez walked 6 in 4 2/3. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Oh, no. Late strike call. Looked like down and away to me, but Hockenmeyer will see another one with that. Can't call that a strike. Hockenmeyer saw an extra pitch and will eventually walk to first anyway. Walk number 7 given up by the Wildcats today. Here's Connor Gidley. A walk, a ground out to short, and a bunt single for Gidley today. Hockenmeyer aboard and nobody out. The Wildcats have only gotten the Golden Lions to go 1-2-3 once in the game. That was in the 4th inning. And needed some nifty defense by Jeter Poyeto to do so. Breaking ball low and in from Zambrano. He shakes his arm out, not happy with that delivery. Tip foul right at home plate. Lucena got the worst of that one. Not sure where he got that one. Looks like maybe the wrist of his throwing arm. As Lucena's had a tough go of it today. Got hit by a pitch and was writhing on the ground for a bit before he got up and continued, then got clipped by that foul ball. Lucena's had a decent day at the plate. A run, 2 hits. Been on base 3 times. 1-1. Up and in, almost hit. Connor Gidley, 2-1. Can't imagine the leash going to be too long on J.C. Zambrano as the Wildcats try to close out game number 1. Fouled away. 2-2 on Gidley. Zambrano hangs down in front, now comes set. The 2-2 from the stretch. Breaking ball, pop fly, left field. Darrell Lee jogs in, makes the catch, 2 away. That's the kind of soft contact you want as a pitcher.
Now batting number 22, Zion Hamilton.
Zion Hamilton had the last RBI for UAPB back in the 5th as he scored Hockenmeyer with a single to right. 2 outs. Hockenmeyer on first. So Hamilton looking to score Hockenmeyer again. First pitch to him. In the dirt, ball 1. Ball hops away from Lucena. Hockenmeyer stays put. Nike is the official outfitter of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. You can gear up on the newest BCU Nike gear at Nike.com/Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. 1-0. Up and in. Fastball 2-0. I talked about attacking the zone early in counts. And the Wildcats not doing that a lot tonight, or this afternoon rather. So Zambrano behind again, walked Hockenmeyer on 5 pitches. That one a swing and a miss. The green light on a 2-0 count for Hamilton, and he waves at the inside fastball. Wildcats up 13-7 here, 2 outs, top 7. Trying to take the all-important game 1 of this doubleheader in 3-game series. Strike called inside of the belt buckle. 2-2. Wildcats trying to get out of the inning. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes, breaking ball. Throw down to second is late. Oh, but he's out. Strike 3. Didn't matter. It was a strikeout looking. Zion Hamilton goes down. 2 Ks in the inning for Zambrano. He works around the walk. Nothing for the Golden Lions in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the inning. Wildcats up 13-7 here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. We go
Leading off for the
to
Wildcats, number 36, Andre Martinez.
the bottom of the 7th. Wildcats up 13-7, looking to win game 1 of this 3-game series against Arkansas Pine Bluff. New arm on the mound for UAPB. And the first pitch, swing and miss. At a breaking ball from Luke Rowland, graduate student out of Pangburn, Arkansas. This is only his 3rd appearance of the season. He's only been credited with 1/3 of an inning thrown. He's got a very short sidearm delivery, kind of shot puts it almost with his right hand. Doesn't get much velocity on it. A lot of break down and away to righties. Here's the 1-1 to Martinez. And he grounds one foul, third base side. He faced 3 batters, Luke Rowland, the 24th of February at Missouri, giving up 3 runs on no hits, walking 2, and hitting a batter. 1-2 to Martinez. Just low, tough take by Andre, 2-2. And then was credited with 1/3 of an inning on the 25th of March against Arkansas Baptist, allowed 4 runs, all earned on 1 hit, walked 2, threw 1 wild pitch, faced 5 batters. And he gets a strikeout, his first of the season, as he punches out maybe the most dangerous batter in the Wildcats order, Andre Martinez. And the Wildcats are really going to have to adjust, because Emerson Lot was probably throwing in the mid to low 90s, and now we got to adjust to a high movement, low velocity type guy here in Luke Rowland, who's got a really funky delivery, tough to see the ball out of his hand. Spins one upstairs to Michael Rodriguez, who's 2 for 3, a run scored, a single. He was caught stealing once and walked once. Breaking ball right on the outside corner. And his delivery may look funky, and his ERA may be sitting, and I think this is a miscalculation, at 189. But he's got some good movement on his stuff. But he was credited with giving up 4 of the 6 runs that UAPB gave up to Arkansas Baptist in a game they won 32-6. Called strike, low and away, 2-2 on Rodriguez. Mikey looks frustrated a little bit. You got to really trust yourself and be patient. Slow your internal clock down a little bit. Try and slow the bat down to get on these glacially slow breaking balls. 2-2. That time a breaking ball, tap foul straight back. Rodriguez stays alive. He's not happy with himself. Pounds his right hand against his thigh. Looks like maybe some dirt in the eye for the home plate umpire. Normally when you see a guy with 2 appearances on the season and lofty ERA, he's only gotten 1 out, you think, oh, they're kind of throwing in the towel for this one, saving some of their better arms like Emerson Lot for later on down the line in the series. But from what I've seen so far, Luke Rowland looks like he's competitive. A strikeout, now a 2-2 count. He hasn't been missing too badly. And his stuff has a ton of break on it. Now the question is, can the Wildcats figure him out? 2-2. Oh, hit Michael Rodriguez right on the knee of his back leg. That's his 3rd hit batter of the season for Luke Rowland. He's hit 1 in each of his 3 appearances now.
Now batting number 10, Michael Lucena.
1 on, nobody out. Here is Lucena, who has been on 3 out of his 4 times up. 2 singles, a run scored, a hit by pitch, and an RBI. He's got Mikey Rodriguez on first and 1 out. Change up right at the knees for strike 1. Wildcats looking to improve to 32-14 and 18-4 in conference play. That one just outside on the slider. UAPB dugout not happy with that call. One from Roland, runner goes, throw down to second. Mikey Rodriguez is in there. That's one of the problems with your slow wind-up, slow pitching type guys. Is they are a haven for base stealers. Because if even your fastest stuff is not getting there more than, say, 85 miles an hour, with a good jump, a quick guy like Michael Rodriguez is going to be in there most of the time with a stolen base. Pitch, yanked, and in the dirt. 3-1 now on Lucena. The Wildcats 24-5 last year in the SWAC, so they can only drop one more game if they want to equal or better their record from a season ago. With a tough schedule coming up in the back three series of the season. That's a walk for Lucena, his second free pass of the day. 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting number 29, Eric Almonte.
Now Eric Almonte, who is 0 for 1 with 3 walks, a run scored and an RBI. And it may be another very short appearance for Luke Roland. So Roland will remain in there despite the visit from pitching coach Brad Powell. 2 on, 1 out. A strikeout and 2 free passes, a hit by pitch and a walk. And now here's Eric Almonte, who, as I mentioned, walked 3 times. Eric Almonte is second on the team in walks. He's now walked 35 times this year behind Darrell Lee's 46. Michael Rodriguez leads off of second. Michael Lucena on first. First pitch, breaking ball. That's a strike. In a closer game, I might have expected one of those drag bunts or push bunts. But in a game that's 13-7, I don't really expect it. Watched low and away by Almonte. Almonte, the UCF transfer, played against his former club 2 weeks ago as the Wildcats fell 5-4 in that one. That's the pitch. That little belt-high curveball. If you can get out in front of it and drive it somewhere. But now down 1-2. Roland looks to get Almonte. And Eric stays alive with a tapper back to the screen. And if he gives you one of those little curves on the inside corner, just pull that. There's a big space between the second baseman Grant and the first baseman Alvarado. He does pull it, but foul just outside the first base bag. And we'll see another 1-2 pitch for Eric Almonte. The other thing I've noticed about Luke Roland, he is using every bit of the pitch clock, even though we don't have the official clock out here today. Clock being kept by the umpires on the field. He seems to be using every inch of it. It's a mental game more than anything else to try and put hitters off of their game. Low and inside, yank that fastball. 2-2. Wildcats, if they can plate 4 in this inning, they would end the game early, but of course 1 out, 2 on. Still early to think about that as they lead 13-7. Almonte check swing, down and in, full count. Luke Rowland trying to not lose a third straight hitter. Rodriguez on second with a hit by pitch. Lucena walked and he's on first. Luke Rowland was ahead 0-2. He's thrown 3 straight balls. And now 4 straight balls to Eric Almonte, and EA will make the bases loaded with 1 out. And here comes Jose Fernandez. Well, with the bases loaded, it always seems like Jose Fernandez steps to the plate.
Jose Fernandez.
He's batted with the bases loaded twice today. He has a strikeout and a 2 RBI single to left in those 2 appearances with the bases juiced. First pitch. Over-rotated. It always fascinates me with guys with this short, kind of stubby windup that Rowland has, that they don't just throw the ball down into the dirt, because it's not an easy motion. It's short, jerky. As that one, a breaking ball upstairs, 2-0 on Fernandez. Fernandez can pick up an RBI without swinging the bat if he's walked here with the bases loaded. And a lefty throwing in the UAPB bullpen. Spencer Watson, the sophomore from Little Rock, is quickly warming up. If you love Bethune-Cookman Athletics, then you've got to check out Hail Wildcats Radio, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of all 15 Wildcat sports programs. You can join me, Jade Barquette, and Bryce Wojnowski every week to break down all things Bethune-Cookman Athletics on 1380 WELE Daytona Beach Radio, and every Saturday or anytime on your favorite podcast platform. New episode out tomorrow of Hail Wildcats Radio. We talk about the Florida A&M baseball series, softball ending the regular season on a high note. Oh, that one stung the arm of Jose Fernandez. He is going to pick up an RBI, but in a painful way. Second hit by pitch of the inning delivered by Rowland. Michael Rodriguez trots in from third. Lucena goes to third. Almonte on the second.
Number 2, Jeter Poyeto.
And here comes the head man for UAPB, Logan Stout. And he started well, Luke Rowland, with a strikeout of Andre Martinez, but then hit by pitch, walk, hit by pitch. And the Wildcats are up 14-7. That'll be the end for Rowland. We'll meet the new pitcher for UAPB when we're back in 30 seconds on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. Spencer Watson is the new UAPB pitcher after Luke Rowland goes a third of an inning, gives up a run on 4 free passes, 2 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. The bases are still loaded with 1 out for the Wildcats. And Spencer Watson, the sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas, the 6'3" left-hander, will toe the rubber for his 6th appearance of the season, an ERA of 6. Just 3 innings pitched on the year in 6 appearances. He's allowed 6 runs on 4 hits, 2 earned. Striking out 7 and walking 6. He's allowed 1 each of the extra base hits, 1 double, 1 triple, 1 homer, opponent batting average of .308. He's also thrown 1 wild pitch and has not hit a batter. Was on the UAPB squad last year, Spencer Watson. Only appeared 1 time through an inning and a third. Picked up an infinity ERA outing in 2 of his 5 appearances so far. Has failed to record an out. and has not given up an earned run in the other 3. So against Lindenwood, 1 inning, nothing. Against Stephen F. Austin, no outs recorded, gave up 4 runs, but none earned. Then against Houston, 1 inning, nothing on 1 hit. As the first pitch is a called strike to Jeter Poyeto. Against Arkansas Baptist, 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. And against Southern, 1 run, no hits, 1 walk, 5 batters faced this past weekend. So he's a hot and cold for 1 inning type guy. Bounce to the plate. Everybody stays where they are off the chest protector of Sawmill. Spencer Watson, by contrast to Luke Rowland, is tall and comes way over the top with his delivery. So it gets a lot of 12-6 motion. That one's a high chopper towards short, could be 2. The throw to first for 1. The turn is not in time, as Jeter Poyeto will reach on the fielder's choice. The Wildcats will plate another run. Michael Lucena scores. Jose Fernandez is out going towards second. Eric Almonte advances to third. And the Wildcats will have runners on the corners with 1 down, 2 in the inning, and it is 15-7.
Now batting number 7, Christopher Watson.
Chris Watson trying to get on base for the first time today. 0 for 4, does have an RBI sac fly, but other than that, 2 groundouts and a sac bunt. Runners on the corners. The pitch, 2 away in the inning. Ball pops out of the glove. Jeter Poyeto going to stay on first. He probably, with a better jump, could have gone. But Sawmill stares him back to the first base bag. We'll go again about 30 minutes after the end of Game 1 for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Hopefully the Wildcats can wrap this one up. 1-0 to Watson. Slashing slider on the inside corner, 1-1. I will mention that a home run would end the game, or anything deep that gets Jeter Poyeto all the way in from first would end the game. Wildcats need 2 runs here, up 15-7 in the 7th for a walk-off win. Go back to first, little lazy, easy toss from Watson. Spencer Watson, and Little Rock, Arkansas native. He's trying to keep the Lions in this game number 1. An offensive explosion from both teams, 14-7, or 15-7, excuse me. 1-1 to Watson. 12-6 curve and a nice one. Outside corner, strike 2. Lions 1 out away of getting out of the frame. 2 runs, no hits so far for the Wildcats. 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and a fielder's choice. Watson, ground ball to second. Taking it to the bag himself is Grant. That's the 3rd out of the inning. 2 runs, no hits, 2 left on the base paths as we go to the 8th. Wildcats trying to close out Arkansas Pine Bluff here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. Wildcats with 6 outs to get here as we go to the 8th.
Leading off with the golden lines, number 4, Vinny Sawmill.
9-hole hitter Vinny Sawmill, the catcher, leads off. He's 0 for 3. A strikeout and 2 groundouts, one of them being a double play. An ending double play back in the second as the Wildcats have turned 2 twin killings today, both started by Judo Poyeto. First pitch, strike 1 at the knees from the new Wildcat pitcher, Logan Wart, the senior from Orlando out of Dr. Phillips High School. 2 years at Hillsborough Community College. Last year, 13 appearances for the Wildcats. That one a towering fly ball, but well foul out of play to the right-hand side. 13 appearances last year, 4.29 ERA, 16 strikeouts, 21 walks. That's last season. This year, he's making only his 7th appearance of the season, Logan Wart. That one tip foul right back to the screen, and an unsteady Vinny Sawmill falls down on his backside. You got a 6.14 ERA on the year, Wart. 7 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 6 runs on 5 hits, 5 earned. Nice swing and a miss there as Sawmill is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. A beautiful curve on the inside corner with some late run on it.
Now batting number 9, Weston Gingrich.
We're back to the top of the order. Weston Gingrich has been on 3 out of 4 times. Double, single, walk, 2 runs scored. Rest of Wart's numbers, 4 strikeouts, now 5 strikeouts, 5 walks on the year. He's allowed 1 home run. Thrown 2 wild pitches, hit 2 batters. He does have 1 save, picked it up in the win over Delaware State back on the 27th of February. Is his only record on the year. Ground ball, that'll get past Fernandez into right field. And Weston Gingrich has had himself a really good game. 3 for 4 with a walk and 2 runs scored.
Now batting number 7, Zach Weeder.
Now Zach Weeder is 2 for 3, 2 singles, a run and 2 runs scored. Also has a walk, as the Wildcats have allowed UAPB to have all kinds of base runners in this game. 7 walks, 6 strikeouts for the Cats. First pitch, strike at the knees from Logan Wart. He is pounding that strike zone low and inside to the left-hand hitters. And he's working quickly. He wants to get the maroon and gold back in the dugout. That one down and in. Just missed the zone. Weeder's also made some nice plays over at third base defensively. High drive, right field. That is going to go foul as it one hops to the wall into the corner. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Just a loud strike on Weeder. Logan Wart's last appearance, picked up an inning against Mississippi Valley, allowed no runs on 2 hits with 1 strikeout back on the 11th of April. That one in the air right field. Michael Rodriguez tracking it, and it is over his head into the wall. No, he meant the catch. Over his head, extension glove up, makes the catch. Mikey Rodriguez saves a run. And 2 hands on the wall for good measure. Nice play. I thought he'd missed that, but Rodriguez tracking the ball through the wind with right against the sun. And he still made the catch. Now Wart yanks it to the backstop. Wild pitch. Gingrich advances to second. 2 away in the inning. Here's Aaron Grant, who's 0 for 4. 2 pop-ups, a fly out to right, and a strikeout looking. Tough afternoon for Grant, but he does now have a runner in scoring position. Another over-rotation from Logan Wart. He wants a new ball. Wart also threw a third of an inning against North Florida. Walked 2, but didn't give up a run. That was a 7-4 win for the Wildcats back on the 10th of March. So it's been a while since Wart has pitched consistently out of the bullpen. Just 1 appearance in the last month. but getting a chance to work against the Golden Lions. Little flare into shallow right over Poyeto's head. That's going to score Weston Gingrich from second. So what a day for Gingrich. 3 for 4, a walk, and 3 runs scored. An RBI for Grants. He breaks his duck.
Now batting number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
And it is 15-8. And now the Wildcats would need 3 runs in the bottom of the inning to end this game. And it's 15-8. First pitch, strike 2, Lazaro Alvarado. That's one thing I've liked about Logan Wart this inning. He has thrown first pitch strikes. He's not danced around these hitters. Gone straight at him and attacked the zone. That time, curveball drops a little bit low. 1-1, trying to get the swing from Alvarado. Alvarado today has walked twice and scored 2 runs, also singled left and grounded into a double play. That's a sharply hit ground ball opposite field to left. And here come the Golden Lions. Really, all UAPB needs to do this inning is get into striking distance.
Now batting number 24, Blake Coleman.
Here's Blake Coleman once again batting with runners in scoring position. He is 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, 4 RBI, and a strikeout. Two RBI double in the first, an RBI double in the third, and a sac fly in the 5th. Wertz 0-1. Breaking ball up and in, 1-1. 2 outs, 2 on. Wert trying to get out of the jam here. Coleman, a drive down the left field line, but that's going to bounce into the Wildcat bullpen. Apparently somebody caught it out there. The bullpen catcher, Ruben Zueni, caught that ball in the bullpen. Bit of a cheer from the Wildcats that are down there. Chance to get out of the inning. Fouled away. Stays alive, does Blake Coleman. This is still the only game going in the SWAC right now. Southern and Mississippi Valley starting at 6 p.m. And Alabama A&M and Prairie View. And then Florida A&M at Grambling both start at 7 Eastern. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, and it's 2-2. Now a 2-2 to Coleman as Wert continues to battle. Ground ball, bouncer right back to Wert. He snags it underhands the first, and the Wildcats only give up 1. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Wildcats up 15-8 here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Golden Lions, number 19, Matt Dworsky. And leading off for the Wildcats, number 19, Sergio Rivera.
9-1-2 in the order here in the 8th. Spencer Watson still on the hill for UAPB. The Wildcats in an offensive slugfest, leading 15-8. 3 runs in the inning would get them home without having to play the 9th. Sergio Rivera, who is 1 for 3 with a solo home run, also was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd today. 12-6, misses low and in from Spencer Watson. From how much movement that pitch has from Watson, I got to imagine he wants to induce pop-ups and fly balls. Wants guys to get underneath it. That one up and out to Rivera, 2-0. If you had asked me to name who would hit the first home run of this series, I probably wouldn't have said Sergio Rivera. It was only his 3rd of the season. But both teams have just been content to pass the bats around and hit singles and doubles. Nobody's really hitting for power today. Watson's 2-1. In the air, left field. That's a long run for Hockenmeyer. He won't get there, and one hops to the wall. Sergio Rivera is flying around second. He's going to hang up and get back to the bag. Leadoff double ripped to deep left by Sergio Rivera.
Now batting number 1, Darrell Lee.
That looked similar to his home run off the bat initially. Back to the top of the order, here's Darrell Lee. He's 2 for 5. 2 singles, 2 runs scored. A fly out to right, a line out to second, and a nice diving play by Grant. And a ground out to the first base side back in the 6th. 12-6 curve strike one. Lee turned away from it like it was going to hit him in the face. It dove back into the zone from Spencer Watson. Didn't highlight it last inning, but we did have the Chris Watson versus Spencer Watson matchup. Lee leans away, ball inside. Darrell Lee's got to realize that that ball has a late break on it. If he's not careful, he's going to be caught out looking on an inside corner on one of those. Now on a 1-1 count, that's another beauty. Watson is dialing up these curveballs. And really, I'm not sure if you can truly call it a curve. It's more of a slurve because of the late break away to lefties and into righties. But of course, I was talking about this last night to someone at the Daytona Tortugas game. 1-2. Misses the fastball upstairs, 2-2. That pitching, and specifically types of pitches, are all on a spectrum nowadays. There's very little difference between what you call a curveball or a slider or a slurve or a sweeper. It's all kind of on this spectrum. 2-2. Lee catches a piece of that one, which is oftentimes why I just say breaking ball. And then I'll describe how it broke, because that is sometimes more helpful to the listening audience than just saying sweeper or curveball. Lee in a 2-2 count, barely got a piece of that last one. Spinning a throw back to second, that's close, but getting back in there is Sergio Rivera. Nice little nifty pickoff move there by Spencer Watson. We did have a defensive change for UAPB. Sawmell is out from behind the plate. Now catching is Matt Dworsky. It's the only change so far. Runner goes. Lee on a hit and run, fouls it straight back. Count holds 2-2. They're trying to hit and run to try and bring home Sergio Rivera from second on anything that leaves the infield. Lee stands back in, and we'll see another 2-2 from Watson. And Lee stays alive again. Make sure you are representing Bethune-Cookman University Athletics to the fullest, featuring all new items. Buy the latest BCU gear online at the Bethune-Cookman online store. Go to bcuathletics.com and click on Shop to find the newest BCU clothing and apparel. That's bcuathletics.com and click on Shop. Lee not really making any good contact here, struggling with that sweeping curve. 2-2. Another dribbler, this time foul on the first baseline. And it's really tough as a lefty to make good contact when that ball is diving down and away from you. Really, I think Lee might prefer it a bit more outside, so he could just throw the bat head at it and try and poke it to the left, because there's a big hole on the third base side with UAPB's defense playing Lee as a pull hitter here. And also Gidley holding the runner on at second. Oh, Darrell Lee is going to wear one. Darrell Lee is going to slowly walk towards first. I think the umpire is saying he swung. Or it didn't hit him at all. He said 3-2. He said it didn't hit him at all. I'm not sure how, from my angle here behind the plate, that didn't hit Darrell Lee. It looked like it hit him right in the lower back as he turned away from it. So the home plate umpire just called that a ball. Lee went and is standing on first, but unless something comes of this umpire confrontation, I don't think he's going to stay there. Coach Hernandez hangs his head. As Darrell Lee's going to have to come back in and face a 3-2 pitch from Spencer Watson. And stuff like this is why games go now 3 hours and 26 minutes, and we're only here in the bottom of the 8th. A lot of long at-bats, not a lot of strikes thrown, a lot of runners on, a lot of runs. Just a recipe for a long baseball game. Now Darrell Lee in a full count against Spencer Watson. And Watson loses him anyway, ball 4. Well, really kind of deserved there for Darrell Lee as he takes a walk.
Now batting, number 36, Andre Martinez.
First walk for Watson in his innings so far. 7th walk of the season for Spencer Watson, matching his 7 strikeouts. And I can see why he's got 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. Stuff's got a lot of movement on it. Now 2 on, nobody out here is Andre Martinez. Been a little bit of a rough day for Andre. Breaking ball, low and away, ball 1. Martinez walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second, had a 2 RBI single in the third, reached on an error and scored in the 5th, and then struck out in the 7th against Luke Rowland. It was the only out that Rowland got before he was replaced by Watson 4 batters later. That time a fastball from Watson in the dirt, 2-0. We've got more action in the UAPB pen, although at this point I'm not sure if Ryland Morin is warming up to come in this game or starting to warm up for the next game. I think Morin is one of their starting pitchers, I believe. Yes, he is. He's probably warming up to start the next game. Both runners go, the swing, a miss, and down to third. Beating the throw is Sergio Rivera. Lee will also take second. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count for Andre Martinez. Double steal for the Wildcats, puts 2 in scoring position. 2-1 to Andre. Martinez pops it up. Right on top of the first base bag, pretty much. And it's caught by Alvarado. 1 away in the inning. So 2 strikeouts and a pop-up for Andre Martinez today to go along with the single, walk, and error. And he didn't really hit the ball hard at all in this game. His single was just a bouncer up the middle.
Your attention, please. Pinch
Found
hitting
the
for the
gap.
Wildcats, number 28, Ruben Zueni.
Ruben Zueni is going to come in to pinch hit for Michael Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez's day is done. 2 singles, a hit by pitch. 3 runs scored for Mikey Rodriguez. It's been a while since we've seen Ruben Zueni at bat for the Wildcats. First pitch, 12-6 curve, misses low. Zueni, the freshman out of Coral Springs, got a chance to talk with his family at the FIU game on Tuesday. That one low to Zueni, 2-0. Ruben on the year, 39 at-bats for Zueni. 6 runs, 10 hits, 12 batted in, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 6 walks. He's batting .256. Second and third, 1 out. The 2-0 pitch is a strike. Ruben Zueni hit that first college home run against Florida Gulf Coast back on the 8th of March. Ground ball to third, fielded behind the bag, the long throw across in time from Whiter to Alvarado. But Zueni will pick up an RBI as Sergio Rivera scores. And the Wildcats lead 16-8.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 33, Jorge Rodriguez.
Now Jorge Rodriguez, who did not get the start today, is going to pinch hit. Been a bit of a tough year for Rodriguez. He has started the majority of the games over at first base. Excellent defensive first baseman, but the bat has struggled, batting just .242 on the year, 128 ABs, 28 runs, 31 hits. Towering fly ball foul towards the batting cages down the first base line. 8 doubles, 2 homers, 32 RBI for Rodriguez. 32 strikeouts for Georgia, a bit higher than I'm sure he'd like. He trails 0-1 in the count. He's got Darrell Lee on second. 2 away, 1 already in here in the 8th. Wildcats will have 3 outs to get in the 9th. Unless Georgie Rodriguez can put one over the wall here, but he's down 0-2 after a swing and a miss and a slider on the inside corner. Spencer Watson trying to send his team to the dugout in the 9th. Will turn and throw back to second base. Game 2 coming up. About 30 minutes after game 1, it'll be Harvey Abreu for the Wildcats and Ryland Morin for the Golden Lions. Didn't get the bite on that one. Ball and 2 strikes upstairs as the wind starts to pick up again. Turned from a mostly clear day into a partially overcast day this afternoon. Georgie gets a piece of it, fouls it onto the auxiliary field to the right-hand side. They used to have the MEAC championships here for both baseball and softball when the Wildcats were in the Middle Eastern Athletic Conference. Many a championship for Wildcats baseball was won here on this field. Georgie pops it up into center field. Gingrich puts it away. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left, and we go to the 9th inning. Wildcats have an 8-run lead with 3 outs to get here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Pinch hitting for the Golden Lions, number 16, Jose Vasquez.
To the 9th, Wildcats by 8. 16-8 our score. Logan Wart remains on the mound trying to get the last 3 outs for the Wildcats to win game 1 of this 3-game series against the UAPB Golden Lions. A very long game 1. 3 hours, 37 minutes and counting. One of the longest games of the year played by Bethune-Cookman baseball. We still got another one after this as we have a doubleheader here this afternoon. We have a pinch hitter to start the final inning. Jose Vasquez, a .256 hitter, hits for Nick Hockenmeyer. And bounces it back to Wart. Got to go quickly. He does get Vasquez at first. 1 out. Little swinging bunt right in front of the mound. Wildcats 2 outs away from a series opening win.
Your attention please, pinch hitting for the Golden Lions, number 2, Dane Small.
We'll have another pinch hitter now, Dane Small. Small batting .200 on the year. Just 8 ABs. This is only his 9th AB of the year. 4 runs, 2 hits, 1 double, 6 RBIs in 8 at-bats. Correction, Dane Small batting 265 at-bats on the year. My apologies. 15 runs, 13 hits, 2 doubles, 6 RBI. With a graduate student out of Martell, Nebraska. There's another pinch hitter on deck, that being Augusto Schroeder. 0-1 from Wart. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Vasquez batted for Hockenmeyer. Small now batting for Gidley. Wart misses with the slider down and away, 1-2. Didn't get the chase from Dane Small. Muscled into the air, down the line and right. Mikey Rodriguez lets that fall in foul territory. Count holds 2-2. Correction, Ruben Zawani is now in right field for the Wildcats. 3 defensive changes for Bethune-Cookman after the pinch hitters in the bottom of the 8th. That one missed away, 3-2 now. Jose Fernandez goes from first base to behind the plate. He's now catching. 3-2 from Wart. Missed it, ball 4. Outside corner's been small all day. Wart.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Golden Lions, number 13, Augusto Schroeder.
Is a victim of it. And once again, the only time the Wildcats have escaped an inning without a base runner in this game was the 4th. At least one man on in every inning for UAPB. One of the things that's contributed to the length of the game, and that's a balk by Logan Wart. That takes away the easy double play, sends Small to second. Here's Augusto Schroeder, and it was actually Schroeder's numbers I was reading instead of Dane Small's last time by accident. So he has only 8 at-bats, 4 runs, 2 hits, a double, and 6 RBI. 1 strikeout, no walks, been hit once. He's ahead of the count, 1-0. That time a strike catch at the corner, 1-1 on Augusto Schroeder. Junior out of Edmond, Oklahoma, Schroeder. Wildcats 2 outs away, but no easy double play ball with a man on second, that being Dane Small. Swing and a foul ball off the leather of the bat. Straight down into the dirt, ball and 2 strikes by Wart. Wart has 1 K so far, got Vinny Sawmill to strike out. His first batter he faced in the 8th, 1-2. Didn't get that one despite the attempted frame job by Jose Fernandez, 2-2. Wildcats do not want to burn another arm here. They're hoping Logan Wart can just close this one out without too much fuss. Breaking ball fouled away on the inside corner. Schroeder batting in place of Zion Hamilton, who went 1 for 3. RBI single, fielder's choice, ground out strikeout. Little puncher foul to the first base coach, and will stay alive again at 2-2. Line drive right field. That's going to potentially bring a run in. No. Zawani has to play it on a hop. Stopping at third is Small. Third hit of the season for Augusto Schroeder. And we continue.
Now batting number 19, Matt Dworsky.
Matt Dworsky's going to bat. He replaced Vinny Sawmell defensively in the last inning. Dworsky batting .326, 43 ABs on the season. 9 runs, 14 hits, a double, a homer, and 2 batted in. First pitch, inside corner, strike 1 from Wart. Logan's now thrown 38 pitches. His most on the year is 45. Breaking ball in the air, shallow center. Sergio Rivera going to track that down. Coming in from third is Dane Small. He will score. Lions on the board again, 16-9. 2 outs in the inning as we go back to the top of the order. So an RBI for Matt Dworsky. And we will continue the pinch hit train. Weston Gingrich, a really good game, but he is going to be retired.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Golden Lions, number 29, Joe Adams.
Joe Adams going to bat in the 1 spot here. Adams, 44 at-bats on the year, 6 runs, 14 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 10 batted in, batting .318 on the season. A sophomore from Minnetonka, Minnesota. More known for its hockey than its baseball. Dribbler to third, tough throw across the diamond from Andre Martinez. And that'll do it. This one belongs to the Maroon and Gold, a wild, wild one. 3 hours and 46 minutes.
Arkansas Pine Bluff 9.
16-9.
Will begin in
Bethune-Cookman
approximately 30 minutes.
Wins a marathon. 16-9 over Arkansas Pine Bluff. Hopefully, some better pitching to be had from both teams. Neither team will be happy about their pitching output in game 1, but the Wildcats did enough to get runs across the plate and then hang on late to beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. 16-9 here in game number 1. For Arkansas Pine Bluff, 9 runs on 13 hits. They committed 5 errors and left 10 on base. Bethune-Cookman, 16 runs on only 11 hits, committed 2 errors and left 11 on base. I'm not even going to begin to try and figure out who the winning pitcher is. I believe it might be Zambrano. Time of your ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. We started at 1 o'clock, we ended at 4:46, and we will play on into the night. Game 2 of the doubleheader coming your way next. Should be a pitcher's duel. Should be, as we have Harvey Abreu going for the Wildcats. And on the UAPB side, it'll be their top arm, Ryland Morin. That'll be coming up in about 30 minutes. Stay tuned here on the CatEye Network on YouTube, bcuathletics.com/radio, powered by MixLR or SWAC TV for Game 2. My name is Michael Toretto. Thank you for your company. We'll see you back here in about 30 minutes as the Wildcats win Game 1 16-9. We'll see you then.